All right, on today's show, welcome on a very special guest. He is Joey Ragosta. He's a senior guard for Cranston West High School boys basketball team. Joey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well. How you holding up during these times?
Doing pretty well.
Yeah, hanging out. How's school? You guys online or what are you guys doing for school?
Well, we have a choice to go back for 2 days a week, but I just do full virtual because like no one even goes.
Yeah, it's got to be weird too for your senior year to be like online and like everyone was said it's supposed to be like it's supposed to be a good time for you and all that stuff. What's it like having that weird senior year?
Well, I mean, we're still hoping for like prom and graduation type celebrations, but I mean, right now it's really like it's not too fun. We can't do much. I tried to go back to school in person, but it really wasn't a good experience. You just sit around, you have to stay apart from everybody, and no teachers are even going. So,
Oh, geez. Yeah, then you have to wear a mask for a majority of the day too, which probably isn't as fun
yeah,
either. Yeah.
of course, which is better than just going to school.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So Joe, I want to ask you, how did you get into basketball?
Well, when I was younger, I played like every sport, anything from like boxing, baseball, football, basketball. And my dad played basketball, like, in men's league. So I'd always go and watch the guys play. And I just like fell in love with that particular sport. And as I got older, I slowly dropped them and just went mainly to basketball.
That's awesome. And when did you realize that like it was really your sport and like, started taking it more seriously?
Well, I feel like there was a time where I didn't make a team when I was younger, and it's almost like I wanted to be like, these NBA players. I didn't make the team, and I feel like basketball, you get addicted to like training. Like there, you can go into the gym by yourself. You can work on your ball handling, shooting. You don't need anyone else. So you kind of like you can isolate and just work. And I feel like I just love that where just get away from everything.
Nice. That's awesome. Yeah, it definitely shows it definitely worked out for you in the long run for everything. How did it feel this year, like with an uncertainty? Like, did you feel you guys were gonna come back or how did it feel to eventually to step back on the court?
Um, it was well. I was praying that we had a season at all because if I had lost my senior year, I would have been devastated. But thankfully, we got even under the wearing mask circumstances, we got to go back and have a season. I'm sure every player is thankful for that, but especially the seniors, we all deserve it. I mean, all those kids work so hard to not have their senior year, which is it would have been devastating.
Yeah, it would have sucked. I would not have. I mean, if I was in your guys' shoes, and I give you guys all the credit in the world because of what you're dealing with and everything like that. But I also, if I was in your guys' shoes, I would not have a good time. My senior year was like injustice, like on the line because of a pandemic.
Yeah, I'm trying to, we're trying to do our best, just stay positive, and hopefully by summer, at least we can have our senior summer to, have some fun. But we're hoping for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. That would be great for you guys. Did last year the pandemic affect you guys at all during your season last year?
So we were in the state tournament. We were playing. We beat Westerly, and we were moving on to play Hendricken. I don't
Mhm.
know if semifinals or like 2 games before. Like we won the round, and then we were gonna play Hendricken, and they canceled that Hendricken game. In the Westerly game, we had no fans, so that really was tough because, I mean, they gave Hendricken the state championship, but we would have loved to, at least give them a run for their money and give us a chance.
Yeah, it would have been nice if you could at least, play against them and, maybe you guys probably maybe would have gave them a run for money and beat them. Who knows?
I'd love to.
Yeah, it would have been great. So anything could happen. That's what I always say in basketball. Basketball's any given Sunday almost just about. But what was the season like for you and playing in like a shortened season and how did you have like a favorite game as well too during the regular season?
From this year.
Yeah.
Well, I had a few great breakout games. It really is different with like all the COVID regulations. So there were times in the season. I mean, just like any other season where it gets kind of negative. It's tough. To get out there and separate and not go to school all day and then go straight to practice, miss a practice because of COVID. But there were some games where I went off like against Hope. I had like 13 points in the first 2 minutes of the game. I think I started off 4 for 4. I had 3 threes and a 2,
Oh my God.
and I ended up with 22 in the first half. And then I had a few 20-point games. But our coach, like we're big on, as a team and we win. So, you sit the second half, you don't want to like run up the score or anything. It's all about sportsmanship and respect at the end of the day. But it's just getting to play. Every game is a blessing to be out there this year. So I just
Yeah.
enjoyed the.
That's awesome. That's great. That's great that you were able to, and that's amazing. And what was it like? Just I know playoffs didn't go the way you wanted, but what was it like just be in the playoffs and be able to have that, to be in the D2 playoffs?
It was great. I think we all expected to get a little further, but there were some bumps in the road. But we came in there. We played hard. I mean, I know all the kids, they were hurt when we lost, but at the end of the day, I mean, after, it's funny, we had to get quarantined right after because I ended up having COVID after the
Oh,
game.
oh no.
Yeah, but it was. I'm just thankful that I didn't have the symptoms or get it right before the game because then I couldn't play. But just going out there and being able to play in a playoff game before I go was great.
That's nice. Yeah. How are you feeling now? After, how did you get, like, any lose a taste, to smell, anything with COVID?
Lost my smell. I still don't have it back. But to be honest, I don't even realize. As long as I have my taste, I'm good. I get to eat.
Same here, man. I got it. I still don't have my smell. I got it at the end of like January, and I like still don't have my smell. And I'm like, whatever. I at least got my taste back. That's like the most important thing. So
Yeah, I'm fine. As long I can still breathe, so that's all I care about.
yeah, that's awesome. And now, did you play any AU ball or anything like that? And who did you play
I
for?
played for BCRI with Coach Wilner and Pat Dane, and Coach Femi.
Nice, nice. And what was the experience like playing for BCRI, and what did you get out of that?
More than just basketball. I mean, I love those guys. Like I met all those coaches. I got close to them. I met Keelan Ives through that. We trained in the summer, and you meet these friends that like. It's more than just basketball. You get so close with these kids where it's just like you have friends from all over the state. Even in Mass, we have a few kids, and you get so close to them that those are like your best friends by the end. And it's just great, to meet new people, especially during COVID when you can't do much. Going, for runs with them was great. Just gave you something to do.
That's awesome. That's great. That's really great. And what's it like to play out of state, different competition? What's that experience like to just get that kind of exposure as well too?
There's nothing better than the AU tournaments. You come in, you're a little nervous, or you gotta, especially like the second tournament. But you come in there and you get a couple going, and then you get that adrenaline feeling where because you never know. It's not like you're practicing every day preparing. You're just going out there and you just don't care who you're playing. You're just trying to do the best you can and beat the other team, play together.
That's awesome. That's great. That's really great. That's a great experience. I'm glad you were able to experience that. Now, how excited are you getting ready to play for the next level? Congratulations on your commitment to the University of New England. What's it like, to get ready and prepare yourself for the next level of basketball?
Definitely right now I'm preparing, in the weight room and stuff with mobility because you got to, at the next level, you got to be bigger, stronger, faster. So I'm just working on that stuff. But I mean, it's a blessing. And I loved UNE. I love the Coach Silva, great guy. And, it just seems like a place that I'd love to be academically and athletically. It seems great.
That's awesome. What are you going to plan on majoring when you go to school?
Administration.
Business administration? That's awesome. That's great. That's really great. And what's the biggest thing that you like? I know you mentioned this like during the off season, you can hit the weight room, but like, is there anything else you're going to work on? Like shooting or dribbling? What do you think?
Well, just overall, just getting in the gym, just working on every skill. Cause I mean, I'm a great shooter. I have skill around the rim, but I feel like, there's like, look at me, like look at Steph Curry. There's always room for improvement. So I'm going to work at every aspect of skill, and I'm just going to work every day and, just process, trust the process.
That's awesome. I love it. I love it. Well, good luck to you for playing at the next level. That's gonna be awesome for you. Do you play any other sports, or is there anything that you are playing right now or want to play?
So I mean, as I said, I played like all of them when I was younger, but as of now, just basketball. But any type of pickup, I love all sports. I'll watch anything. It's just basketball I got more specific to because you have AAU all year and the season, so you don't have much time to do much else. But
yeah, that's very very true. All right, so now I want to ask you some questions for fun and for the listeners to get to know you as well. Do you have any pregame rituals or superstitions?
Well, I chug some coffee, get some caffeine in, maybe pre-work. I get hyped for the games. And then I overthink like way more. So I'm like spacing out my meals, making sure I'm not overeating for the game. Because you get a cramp, you're not playing good. I don't care. You can't play through that. So I just make sure I'm eating clean, have good energy, and just there's nothing really specific. I don't sleep. I don't do nothing. I'm always just like, I wake up the night before I'm thinking about the game. I wake up, I'm thinking about the game. It's just getting ready for it mentally.
I love it. I love it. Just a student of the game, big time as well. And then I like that you eat clean. I've heard people eat so they eat pizza or like hamburgers or cheeseburgers before a game. And
I count every calorie I eat.
yeah, you do really.
Oh, I count every one.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I mean that's good for you. At least you're health wise smart. I mean you're still young. I mean you don't have to worry about that stuff.
I mean, even if it's not like it's like to get size, lose a little bit of fat. Like I just make sure I'm like building muscle, not getting fat. Keeping in that area. Just trying to get jacked.
I, I like it. I like it a lot. I need to get on your level with that as well too. I lost a lot of weight because of COVID, and now I'm just like, I think I'm just gonna eat anything I want now, but I can't do that. Do you have a favorite basketball player and team?
Luka Doncic. Yeah, I mean, like I like players that I always get. You're playing LA Fitness runs, and they'll look at you. You hit a couple step back threes or something. They're like, that's Luka. That's Luka. So like, I just like that I get that, and then I'll just feed off of that. And I just love his game. I mean, the way he'll never rush a possession. He's just like, no matter how you could double team him, he'll be under control, get to the rim, he'll get a bucket. It's just like it doesn't matter what you do. He's so skilled. He'll take over a game.
It's crazy to me too that he's like 21 and he's like one of the top players in the NBA already. Isn't that wild?
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's the best ever. I love his game.
He's gonna have so much time. I hope Dallas can put like a good team around him to help him like be better. But that's the biggest thing.
Gotta get him some rings. That's the only way he's gonna be a GOAT. So
yeah, exactly. I knew the way the NBA is now. Everyone just controls where they go. I mean, look at Brooklyn
and LA. I mean, like I'd love to see two other teams make it, but like it's all-star game.
Yeah, it's like your 2K rosters are playing against each other. It's like you and your friend created two 2K rosters, and like there it was. It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting NBA season. Do you have a favorite food?
Sushi, definitely sushi.
Nice. What's your go-to roll?
I gotta say, I mean, if I'm gonna go all in, I'm doing like those fancy rolls. I got like the more the better. But I do like enjoy like, do you know what nigiri is? Like just the fish and rice. Like I do just enjoy like just the plain like sushi too.
I like it. That's awesome. Do you have a favorite music and artist?
I gotta go Rod Wave after he just dropped that album. I love that album. I mean, he's just so versatile. I just love him. He's just my favorite artist.
Wait, who is this?
Rod Wave. He's new. I mean, he just dropped a new album.
Rod Wave. I'll check him out. We'll check him out. I have a whole new playlist because of this podcast because everyone names someone I don't know. And then last question. All right, what's your favorite thing to do outside of basketball and sports in general?
Like I know it sounds cliche, but I love just hitting the weight room and like counting my calories. Like I'm no bodybuilder in any means, because I'm a skinny basketball player, but I just like look up to those guys, and I love cooking. So like cooking up like those high protein meals and stuff like that. Like it's just such a process that you see yourself grow, and you can just stick to every day, and it gives you something to do, especially during COVID. You're stuck home all day. You get to leave the house, go to the gym. It's a thing I love.
That's awesome. And is there like a bodybuilder or someone that you follow to like get this routine from, or or do you come up with your own?
Well, like one of my favorite bodybuilders ever is Dorian Yates. I don't know if you know who that is. He's just one of the biggest ever.
Yeah.
But definitely, that's where like I try to get a little bit of my training style is for a little bit of growth if I need to grow in an area. But like a fitness like personality would definitely be Keno Body, Grego Gallagher. He's just someone to look up to. He's jacked, and he has a lot of great stuff. If you were interested in getting like that, like he has so much information to learn from.
That's awesome. Do you watch any of the documentaries like about like with Arnold Schwarzenegger or those guys when they have like the bodybuilding documentaries?
Yeah, I watch like all those seminars. Like, I'm big on like podcasts and stuff. I mean, I'm on one. But I checked out all the seminars and stuff. Like they might be a couple hours long, but if I'm just like doing some homework, I'll put on like Tom Platz doing a seminar at a college and just learn like even more than just bodybuilding. They have a lot of life lessons that are true to just getting older in life and learning.
That's awesome. That's really cool that you're into that too as well on the side is like besides basketball, and that's something that maybe you could down the line maybe be a personal trainer or get in like.
lifelong thing. Once, I mean, obviously, you know, I'm going to head an age where basketball is going to have to slow down. I'll always be in the weight room. So
There you go. There you go. I love it, Joey. That's awesome. This has been great to have you on the show. Do you have any statements, questions, or comments before you sign off or anything?
no, I just want to thank you for having me. And just, yep. Thanks. It was a great talking to you.
Yeah, yeah, man. Anytime, you're always welcome back on the show. Congratulations again on playing basketball at the next level. Like I always say, if you get the chance to play college basketball or any college sport, it's awesome. And I think it's just amazing too, as well, that you're taking it to the next level. And we'll see what you do next year. I got to get my University of New England gear now. I'm gonna be broke with everyone going to college soon and playing sports. So I gotta. But thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah, it was awesome. Great experience.
Yeah.